What's good, y'all? Lil Blicky here, and in this video I'll be showing you a game in which I had 50k plus heals, some pretty respectable damage for a strategist, and the lowest deaths in the lobby. And I'll explain my thought process and counter my philosophy when using the Invisible Woman. If you have any additional tips or strats, feel free to leave a comment. Let's get it. So like at the beginning of pretty much any match, you want to just come out and survey the field, see where everyone's at, see how their defense is looking, seeing what they got. I see some people top left high ground, but then I also see that we have a Venom dive in the back line, so I kind of want to get on that because that's high priority. But again, I'm getting back to my team, trying to see what's going on. I see we got some enemies high ground, but I'm still again trying to heal my teammates. But I pull him down and try to secure that kill. But if not, at the very best, I displace that opponent. Invisible Woman is really good at disrupting dive and different dive heroes such as Hulk, Venom, even Wolverine. You know, she really gives Wolverine trouble. So yeah, she's pretty good. And she does that by using her force push or pull. Her shield that she can put on any teammate, and it has 0 cooldown, but it does have 300 shield, and it does break. So be careful about how you use that. But in my opinion, her shield breaking is not that big of a deal because she gets it right back in like 5 or 6 seconds. So it's pretty good. And also she has that vortex orb that she throws out that does damage. And yeah, it's pretty good. She got a pretty good kit for preventing dive, and also she has a really strong ultimate, as you see I just used, that AOE heals the whole team. So yeah, it's good it's a good defensive ult that you could use to like counter certain ultimates from like Storm, Squirrel Girl. I also use it if I want to anchor down in certain places. If I don't want to like give up that ground, then I'll throw it out there. It's pretty useful. One of the stronger support alts in the game, strategist alts. It's pretty good. But yeah, so here, you know, her healing, I didn't explain it initially, but her primary ability both heals and damages. And it goes through, like say for instance you have a teammate that's standing in front of an enemy. If you shoot the teammate, it'll go through the teammate, through the enemy, then back to the enemy, then through the teammate, and then hit you. So that's how that projectile works. It basically does piercing. So ideally you want to create these bottlenecks and try to create different angles like you see here where they kind of line up. So that's how you really maximize her heals, is by creating these bottlenecks in different angles and through different choke points, and you know, just maximizing our heals.
I got you covered.
Again, here you see me use her force pull to bring an enemy down from high ground, displacing them and making a pretty easy kill for my team. That's really strong, and you want to look for opportunities to do that. Also here you see me using her shield. That's also another way of her healing herself. So look for opportunities as well to put that shield down in front of you. You can't put it on yourself, but you can put it on teammates that's nearby and just leave it there. You can set it there to like just have an area of heals for your team. And another way that she can self-heal is also by going invisible by just double jumping. And also a technique that I like to utilize when healing single targets is I like to use the shield in addition to her primary healing. So basically the shield blocks damage as well as heals, and then plus the primary healing, it makes for great burst damage on individual targets. And also you can utilize her shield for like your flying teammates like Iron Man or Storm, sometimes even Star-Lord. And just by putting the shield on them, following them throughout the air, kind of spamming it as they go, and they get pretty good heals off of that as well. So here I take the opportunity to look for some damage, getting some damage in, seeing the enemy get kind of close. I double jump out, go invisible, and just wait for my team to kind of reset. Try to help anybody running, trying to escape. So see there, you see me utilizing that single target healing technique I told you about. And yeah, basically you want to be at this range behind your tanks where you can kind of get your healing in at a safe distance, able to disengage when you need to. You can kind of like transition from the front line to the back line from this position wherever you need it.
This is real firepower.
I take a bit of damage. I almost died there. I got pretty lucky, but I'm able to go invisible, let my heals come up, and then I don't have to be necessarily 100% health. I want to get back into the fight as soon as possible. Yeah, I would like to be full health, but that's not going to always be the case. You don't have time to be invisible sitting there healing. You know, get back in that fight as soon as possible. Your team needs you. So here you see me throw out my damage orb, and then I try to force push the enemy venom into it. You know, that's another thing you can do to control space and create opportunities for damage. Sometimes you want to take those 1v1s too. If one of my teammates were to turn around, they may be able to help me secure that kill, but Venom's pretty slippery. He gets away. That's a pretty strong tank. I'm able to narrowly dodge that ult from Magneto. Still in the fight. Venom still probing the back line. And I'm just keeping my eye out for my teammates, seeing who needs help, seeing who needs heals, because as a support, a strategist, your #1 priority is making sure your teammate lives. You know, damage comes when it comes. Pause. Well, anyway, your damage, you'll get plenty of opportunity to do damage with her piercing projectile. But yeah, Invisible Woman, she really thrives in the brawl. Like in a situation like this, she just really gets very good value for her team. But yeah, we just pushed this corner here. Bots moving pretty good. I'm getting doubled by Venom, but instantly I double jump out and I'm gone. But keep in mind, even though I'm invisible, the enemy can still hear my footsteps. So try not to be moving around, dancing around, playing and stuff like that, because it could cost you. So be careful. So yeah, here I get obliterated by a Wolverine that I didn't even know they had. You want to keep an eye on the enemy team's comp to see if they make any changes. You know, that's not really a counter for Invisible Woman, but that was a little sneaky attack. Here I heat portals and I ult instantly here to try to force some kind of action on the point, because we're here in overtime and we still haven't made it to our destination. And it does look like we will not be able to push it to the final point, so let's see how we look on defense.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Help get that vehicle to its destination.
Here I'm playing at that mid-range, keeping my team alive. I see a Venom diving, but I'm prioritizing my tank because I see that he's getting pushed by a Wolverine. But here I use my force push to get him out after I, stabilize my team. So far so good. Squirrel Girl's top right causing a bit of trouble. Nothing too crazy right now. Venom's still diving in. I'm force pushing him out. Going around trying to just stay alive.
To put on a show.
Venom still on me, force push him away, and I disappear and I hide in the corner, stay still. Venom passes by and I'm healing myself at the same time. So here I use my ult to kind of stabilize my team. so we can stay in this fight, keep this ground. Disappear out backline, and here I just continue healing. Continue healing my team up while doing damage. I'm getting pushed by that Wolverine again. Disappear out of there, and back to healing my team. Again, I disengage when I need to, and then I pop out when my team needs me. I wasn't able to save them, but I'm still in the fight. I get my ult, place my ult, and I'm back in it. And I get my ult pretty fast right there. I just used it, and then I used it again. It's pretty crazy how quickly you can kind of like build your ult up. Again, I'm still in the fight. I leave when I need to when it gets a little too crazy. I come back to try to help my team. Try to steal some little damage right there. Get some ult charge, and I'm out. My team kind of gets back a little bit. They're kind of trickling in. I think you could say we're kind of staggered here. So I just sit and see what's happening, trying to keep people alive. My Venom's not so lucky. Wolverine's still on me. I don't turn my back to him. I kind of fight him, and he gets me again. And that makes for my third death, and I think that's my final death in this match. But kudos to that Wolverine, pretty good.
I won't disappear so easily.
I don't know what that portal was, but I probably didn't need to take it. But here we kind of group up.
Enemy in front of us.
I almost have my ult, and I see that the other support has their ult. So I lead the fight with my ult. That pesky Wolverine's all over the place. I'm trying to harass him, pull him back in, and he died. Trying to get out of the way of that squirrel stampede. My team not so lucky, but we get out. Again, I try to help Squirrel Girl escape. Just keeping her healed, poking the Venom a little bit, and I think for the most part she gets out of there. But it's stuff like that that don't show up in the stat sheet that really can determine whether you win or lose the fight, lose the match. You want to be constantly making smart decisions throughout the game, and reacting and being flexible to the situation. So again, here I use my ult to hold our ground, so my team can hold our ground here. Maybe push them back some more. Get a couple more fights here at this location before they take the next point. Here I see that my Cloak and Dagger gets dove by the Venom, so I'm doing what you should do. So here you see me put that damage orb on myself, and I put it on myself because if the opponent chooses to push me, then he's going to be taking damage. And I can choose to pull him within that orb too as well and take on the fight. So it just leaves the door open for you to create more opportunities for damage. But as you see, we win this fight, and we kind of take control, but we really didn't maximize it for one reason or another. But we're still here fighting, trading here and there, nothing too crazy. I'm still just keeping people alive keeping people alive that's within my line of sight. Not really want to overextend myself, and keeping an eye on the back line as well, now that we have like more than one diver now on the enemy team. Again, I build my ult so fast, and I'm just waiting for the right opportunity to use it. Not want to just use it willy-nilly or whatever. that's using it at the right times. The enemy Invisible Woman uses her ult, and I kind of hold mine. I don't necessarily want to use it to respond to hers, but I do use it to respond to Squirrel Girl's ultimate. Because I have seen that my team kind of gets destroyed by it, so it would probably help if I use my ult to protect against that. And as you see, my teammates are thriving right now. Squirrel Girl's doing pretty good. I'm helping her, and she gets the kill. And then I'm back to the front line seeing what's going on. So it's all about being able to transition from the front line to the back line, helping whenever you can help, securing kills whenever you can secure kills, and just being a good teammate. So unfortunately for the enemy team, they were not able to get past that choke. We had it on lock. They couldn't. We was using our ults for defense and just shutting down anything that they tried to do. But let's check out the score. Let's check out the stats. I got MVP. I think I've had a pretty good game. 12 kills, 3 deaths, 10 assists, 17k damage, 18k blocked, 51k heals. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Invisible Woman.